if you are Igbo here, please try and understand. Listen to what I said. The 1944 plan was put together by the Igbo National Caucus of the Igbo State Union. I do not think that the entire Igbo people gathered and said, do this for us, dominate Nigeria for us. I don't think that's what happened. I think certain people had unbridled passion and ambition and wanted to take over everywhere. And they were the first set of people to have some sort of power or influence in Nigeria from your region. The things they set in motion has affected the growth of Nigeria, and it is one of the reasons we are where we are. The tools they used, the style of the operation are still here with us, and they are the ones you are using today. And that is why you are not able to divorce. I can divorce this thing and say there's a way. It's even very difficult, to be honest, like the Igbos and the people. And the reason is because majority of those of you who have gone to school, you literally copy them and use their rhetorics. You may not know why you do it. You may not even know that was the plan. But I'm telling you, you are copying them, and you are giving us, you are showing us that the pattern is still alive. And that's why this is important. This conversation is not to demonize an ethnic group or to say people are bad. That's not the reason for all of this. And the reason I always put out this caveat is that if one is not careful, you can weaponize, you can weaponize ignorance. You can also weaponize knowledge. And weaponization of knowledge is what leads to, people bickering, and that's not the purpose. I think that a lot of young people don't even know some of this. I mean, even I didn't know this thing at the point. All of us, again, we were ignorant of certain things at some point. So it's not. So I'm not saying, oh, I found it, let me now push it in your face. I'm saying I found it, and it explains a lot of things. And if you can just understand why it is the way it is, perhaps we can then begin to work, for a solution that will make sense. But if I'm reading these things or I'm bringing them out and you're like, oh, he hates us, he does this, it will make you feel good. You think I hate you. Not that it matters to me what you think, to be honest. But you will feel good, and that will be it. You will not get anything from this thing. But at least it can drive you to read, and then you can make up your mind. And what I hope it achieves for folks from the East is the acknowledgement of what has happened in the past, which hopefully will make you evolve out of victimhood. Because victim mindset was a tool that was developed in the 1940s. I can assure you, I have the material. I've read it here before. It was a tool that was first employed in the 1940s, and it worked. And since then, you are still using it. Somebody says here, he says, did you also find yours? Yes. Yes. I've mentioned it here before. Ayodele's book is one book that served all of us breakfast. All of us, every ethnic group, especially the major ones in Nigeria. The man lambasted us. Last week, I was here talking about Alaafin Oyo and Alaafin Anoni, and I was saying all these things that people are talking about with our structure, and the fact that we are trying to go back to what happened pre-1945, which is not very wise. There's no perfect group. There's no perfect ethnic group in Nigeria. There's no perfect group in the world. But there's an evolving group and there's a stagnant group. Or there are evolving groups and there are stagnant groups. If you choose to plateau, it's okay, as long as you let the consequences of your station in life apply to only your people. But if your stagnation is affecting my people, I will speak against you. It's not because I hate you, it's because that you are affecting me. I am not perfect, but we are seeking to evolve.